Welcome to the Irish pub quiz night. Don't forget to check out what your score means at the end. Our first questions are on history. What year did the Titanic sink? 1910, 1912, 1914. The answer is 1912. Who was the first president of the United States? Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. The answer is George Washington. In which city was the Declaration of Independence signed? New York, Philadelphia, Boston. The answer is Philadelphia. What was the name of the last queen of France before the French Revolution? Marie Antoinette. And of Austria? Catherine de' Medici. The answer is Marie Antoinette. Which civilization is known for the creation of the Code of Hammurabi? Ancient Egypt, Babylonian, Assyrian. The answer is Babylonian. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 was fought in which country? France, England, Germany. The answer is England. Who was the longest reigning British monarch before Queen Elizabeth II? Queen Victoria, King George III, King Henry VIII. The answer is Queen Victoria. This is the geography round. Which river is the longest in the world? Nile, Amazon, Yangtze. The answer is the Nile. What is the capital city of Australia? Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne. The answer is Canberra. Mount Everest is part of which mountain range? Alps, Andes, Himalayas. The answer is Himalayas. Which country has the most natural lakes? United States, Canada, Russia. The answer is Canada. The Great Barrier Reef is off the coast of which Australian state? Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria. The answer is Queensland. What is the driest place on Earth? Sahara Desert, Atacama Desert, Gobi Desert. The answer is Atacama Desert. Which African nation is famous for its tree-climbing lions? Kenya, South Africa, Tanzania. The answer is Tanzania. These are for you science nerds. What is the chemical symbol for gold? Au, Ag, Fe. The answer is Au. Which planet is known as the red planet? Mars, Jupiter, Venus. The answer is Mars. What is the most abundant gas in the Earth's atmosphere? Oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide. The answer is nitrogen. Who is known as the father of modern physics? Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, Galileo Galilei. The answer is Albert Einstein. What is the powerhouse of the cell? Nucleus, mitochondria, ribosome. The answer is mitochondria. What type of particles are found in the nucleus of an atom? Electrons and neutrons, protons and neutrons, protons and electrons. The answer is protons and neutrons. The theory of relativity was developed by which scientist? Stephen Hawking, Marie Curie, Albert Einstein. The answer is Albert Einstein. Like and subscribe plus ring the bell to get notified of more videos. Now on to literature. Who wrote Romeo and Juliet? William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, Jane Austen. The answer is William Shakespeare. What is the title of the first Harry Potter book? Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. The answer is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. In which century did Jane Austen live and write? 17th century, 18th century, 19th century. The answer is 19th century. The Great Gatsby is set in which era? The Roaring Twenties, the Victorian era, the Regency era. The answer is the Roaring Twenties. Who is the author of 100 Years of Solitude? Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Mario Vargas Llosa, Julio Cortázar. The answer is Gabriel Garcia Marquez. What is the name of the fictional town where Stephen King sets many of his stories? Castle Hill, Derry, Arkham. The answer is Derry. Which poet wrote The Waste Land? T.S. Eliot, W.B. Yeats, Robert Frost. The answer is T.S. Eliot. How's your musical knowledge? Who composed the Four Seasons? Johann Sebastian Bach, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Antonio Vivaldi. The answer is Antonio Vivaldi. Which band released the hit song Bohemian Rhapsody? The Beatles, Queen, Led Zeppelin. The answer is Queen. What is the name of the album by Michael Jackson which includes the song Billie Jean, Bad, Thriller, Dangerous? The answer is Thriller. In which year did the Beatles release their first album? 1960, 1962, 1964. The answer is 1962. Who is known as the Godfather of Soul? James Brown, Marvin Gaye, Otis Redding. The answer is James Brown. What musical term indicates a chord where the notes are played one after another rather than all at once? Arpeggio, legato, staccato. The answer is arpeggio. Which composer is famous for their Bolero? Ludwig van Beethoven, Maurice Ravel, Piotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. The answer is Maurice Ravel. All about the movies. What is the name of the hobbit played by Elijah Wood in the Lord of the Rings movies? Frodo Baggins, Bilbo Baggins, Samwise Gamgee. The answer is Frodo Baggins. Who directed the movie Titanic? Steven Spielberg, James Cameron, Martin Scorsese. The answer is James Cameron. Which movie features the song My Heart Will Go On? The Bodyguard, Titanic, Moulin Rouge. The answer is Titanic. What is the highest grossing film of all time without taking inflation into account? Avatar, Avengers, Endgame, Titanic. The answer is Avengers, Endgame. For which movie did Tom Hanks score his first Academy Award nomination? Big, Philadelphia, Forrest Gump. The answer is Big. What 1927 musical was the first talkie? The Jazz Singer, Singing in the Rain. The Music Box. The answer is The Jazz Singer. Which film won the first Academy Award for Best Picture? Wings, The Jazz Singer, Sunrise. The answer is Wings. Finally, tech. What does HTTP stand for in website addresses? Hypertext Transfer Protocol, High Transfer Text Protocol, Hypertransfer Text Plot. The answer is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Which company is known as Big Blue? Microsoft, IBM, Intel. The answer is IBM. What was the first computer to defeat a world chess champion in a match? Deep Blue, Watson, AlphaGo. The answer is Deep Blue. In what year was the first iPhone released? 2005, 2007, 2009. The answer is 2007. Who is considered the father of the modern computer? Alan Turing, Charles Babbage, John von Neumann. The answer is Charles Babbage. What is the name of the first electronic general-purpose computer? ENIAC, UNIVAC, IBM PC. The answer is ENIAC. Which programming language was developed by Sun Microsystems in 1995? C++, Java, Python. The answer is Java. Thanks for joining us today. 85% and above, Slainté, use the Bozy Boss. 65%, fair play. You've got some crack in you. 30%, bejesus, you've got some work to do. 45%, well the Guinness didn't addle your brains too much. 15% or less. Auntie Maureen says use an Egypt. Try harder next time.